Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi. Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a not so fun video, but an important one. Radiator guards for our Panigale V4 SP. After this, we're going to be finishing the break-in, doing the first service, putting it on the dyno, then we install the exhaust, which has already arrived from Manny at Moto Million. Don't forget you can sign up to win this bike, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. Let's get to work. Alright, so I pull up the Dados. He's got a line of bikes sitting outside. I already missed my Lambo Diavol. Unfortunately, the Termi exhaust we ordered was for 19 and 20 Diavol, 04 versions. This is a Euro 5, so it's in pieces. 20? Is that what I said? You said for a 19 and 20. Oh, okay. Manny's already got a new one on the way for me, so that's really exciting. It's funny, we have a Termi exhaust for my bike, my Diavol 1260, a Termi exhaust for my dad's bike, and a Termi exhaust for this bike. So we're going full on Termignoni. Everyone said they're sick of Acura. There you go. We're doing different stuff. All right, let's get this bad boy up on the chopping block. Listen to that brake drag. Oh yeah. All right, the beautiful Christina K has graced us with her presence and her new haircut. Look at her.
Shut up.
She had her hair butchered and one of her friends fixed it for her.
So butchered.
I got a new haircut as well. Tell us how good our haircuts look in the comment section below.
It actually looks really good.
Got my new fucking haircut. All right, that's from Jersey Shore. You don't know because you don't watch pop television.
No, I don't watch that.
It's a meme, okay? I didn't watch the actual show. Give me a break.
Just kidding.
Okay, so we're digging into our box of goodies from Manny at Moto Million. Today we're going to be installing oil cooler guard and radiator guards on our Ducati Panigale V4 SP.
Let me tell you what a difference these make.
They're very important because if you don't put these on, you can get chips in your radiator and you can blow your engine up. Now that's an extreme case. I can't even see it.
Ugly and
but it does look ugly too. Now I hate adding any type of weight to the bike at all.
This is barely anything.
But yeah, it's probably I'd say a quarter of a pound probably. They're aluminum, lightweight. I don't know how these attach, so Dado, you're gonna have to figure that out. I think that we have to remove all of the fairings from the bike, which is gonna be an ass ton of work. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to do that again when we do the first service next week. Yeah, so it would have been smarter maybe to do them all together, but yeah, I was like, whatever. So yeah, if you guys want parts for your bikes, motomillion.com, you can use code Campisi, save yourself some money. We even have the first exhaust system that we're gonna be putting on this bike, so maybe we'll take a look at that real quick. So here it is, Termignoni exhaust. If I haven't explained this already, I think I said it in a couple of videos, but it was like in the middle of a long vlog. What we're gonna do for the exhaust is we're gonna do a look like Hannibal Lecter.
Punch me once.
We're gonna do something we've never done before. We're gonna try a slip-on first, which is what this is. So it's not a full system, it's just a slip-on. The cool thing about it is I wanna see how much weight it saves, I wanna see how good it looks, and I wanna see how much power a slip-on makes. And then we'll do a full system after that. And one of the reasons why we're doing this also is because I wanna see if we can wait it out for the SC Project one that everybody wants to see, including myself and Dado. That said it could be 3 to 4 months or 5 months. Yeah, I don't want the build to last more than like 4 or 5 months. So yeah, we're gonna put the slip on, that way it'll at least sound good. We can find out how much power it makes, how much weight it saves, how much money it costs versus doing a full system and see kind of what the difference is. If the SC Project takes too long, then we'll probably just do the full Acura, which is my personal favorite anyway. But anyway, that's what we're doing. We've never done anything like that before, and I think it would be cool for you guys to know how much are you actually getting when you buy those full systems, because they're really freaking expensive. Should we show them a sneak peek?
Let me see.
I said no, but Jaret said we gotta show the people, so.
Maybe we just look at it?
Aw, poor you.
Does it look cool? All right, you wanna show them real quick, sneak peek? Look at this. Look at this,
Keep
boys.
it in the packaging.
Titanium in black.
I love the blue.
It's not blue though, that's a covering, so it will be silver. It'll be black and silver.
Yeah, it's
with some
cool.
carbon accents. It matches your outfit right now. You're black and blue.
I planned all of this.
Dude, that looks sick. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get back to the radiator guards right now. All right, that's it for the Teener Wieners. Look at her, look how pretty she is. Oh my gosh.
Bye.
You're leaving me? If you can't get enough of this woman, check out her OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Christina Khalil, onlyfans.com.
What are
Honk, 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 honk. It's from Dumb and Dumber. Or no, it's from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Yes.
When Nature Calls.
Yes.
All right, sausage arms. What's the game plan here?
Take all the fasteners out. We're going to remove the belly pan, and also the instructions say that we need to take all of these fairings off.
Yeah.
I think we can do
That's a big
without-
panel.
That's a big panel, Ghani.
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping that we don't have to, because this piece wraps around
All
here,
the way.
all the way in the front.
Yeah.
And if we can get away with not taking the whole thing off, I would be a very happy camper. Otherwise, this is...
So pull belly off first.
Yep.
See how much we can slide this out and see if we can get it to work, and then we'll go from there. Cool. All right, so it looks like we need to take off a vahan, a two, a three. What's that from, Dot?
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. Look at the big brain on Brett.
What's that mean?
It's from,
You suck.
hold on, Samuel L. Jackson. Dude's getting banged in the basement.
What?
Pulp Fiction.
Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Boom.
With Grease singer.
John Travolta.
John Travolta.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great movie. A little bit weird though.
Who's getting banged?
You are.
As long as I'm getting paid.
From the bike. You heard that, guys. OnlyFans.com/DottoRados. All right, belly panel coming off hot. I'm coming in hot. Dotto said he might have some sort of
Damn it.
oil
Forgot
leak.
one. There is an oil leak.
There's an oil leak.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We're gonna turn this back in the Ducati.
Yep. We don't want it anymore.
Actually, what it looks like is,
Let's trade it in.
yeah, we're gonna trade it.
Let's see if we can get a Diablo instead.
I'm sure the patrons will be so happy.
So just so you guys see what we're talking about here, it almost looks like a spanner wrench. See that? Look at that oil outline. We can't really see a source of, right?
Everything's dry down
Yeah.
here. There was a little bit of oil around this guy. See my fingers?
Mm-hmm.
But I do think it came from the drain plug initially. It doesn't look like it's leaking anymore, but I'm not really sure why.
That's weird.
I can tell you it's not from the road.
Yeah.
It looks like it came out from down here and around the oil pan somewhere. Everything's bone dry though,
Yeah.
so
When we do the first service, we can kind of go into this deeper and see, and especially when we change the oil, you know, we'll keep our eye on it. But for now, I think we'll just wipe this down and see what happens in the future. We'll keep our eye on it. It only has 200 miles on it, so there was a problem. Should have happened by now, but we'll see. All right, movement of belly panel on the left-hand side. Same thing. A vahan, a two, a three. Dotto's gonna quit. He's gonna quit right now. Holy shit! How many washers are they gonna put on that thing? I love their solution over here. Hey guys, what are we gonna do about feet rubbing against this? Oh. Let's just put a sticker on there. Perfect. No, that looks great. Thanks, Ducati. Way to go. All right, left side belly panel coming down hot. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my sweet my Atlanta. Great Guardians of Odin.
you're gonna kill your mechanic with that butthole. I can't even focus.
He's lost his sausage finger touch. Look at him.
If I lose my sense of smell, it's not because of COVID.
Hey, imagine how much we're gonna save with carbon fiber fairings, Dotto. Those look heavy.
It smells like
Is it bad?
rotten egg.
Okay, you sleep with Dozer. Don't even, his butthole is like a goddamn black hole. It's like a trash compactor in there. All right, so Dotto had a look, and it seems like we're gonna have to remove the top fairing as well in order to do it correctly. So he's back to Fairing Town. Look at him. You're gonna need some more alcohol, bud.
Fairing Land.
Fairing Land, a land of glorious fairings.
There's actually a place in Pennsylvania called Dairyland.
Dairyland?
Yeah, it's a bunch of happy cows.
I can see that.
So Fairing Land is a bunch of happy Ducati fairings.
Not on this bike.
Fairyland.
Since Dotto is far, far away in Fairing Town, I'm just farting. I'm gonna mix him a nice drink and hope I don't drop this thing. This is a weird concoction here. So some stateside vodka with some black cherry icy, which is my personal favorite, and I can't open this with one hand. All right, Christina's complaining about my farts. They are pretty brutal. Her dad's been making us a lot of beans. Here, Dado, try this. Try a sip of this.
I'm trying to work, Jaret.
Come back from Farringtown. Come on, real quick. I made this for you.
Is this my glass?
Just for you, yeah.
It smells like a bag of
I
farts.
farted in it. It smells like a bag. Just try a sip. How was that? Pretty good?
Just like the one I made.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the radiator guards are designed to go behind pretty much everything. Everything is hooked up to everything else, which means that everything has to come apart. So there's all these trim pieces. Top of the fuel tank has a piece. This fairing here is all clipped and velcroed onto the tank, and it runs clear down to here. So I'm basically pulling every single little piece. The only thing that sucks about these is
Clip in so many places.
it just clips it everywhere. They're attached to so much stuff. Way to go, Jaret.
And it feels like you're breaking shit.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna try to pull it out without scratching anything. Essentially, what you should be doing is rotating the steering, but we have it in the front stand, so I'm just gonna.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
All right, I think it's ready to come apart. God, that's crazy. How, look at that.
Yeah,
The size of that piece, dude, is nuts.
yeah, one more little, tiny little part to get out, and then the whole thing comes out.
That is crazy.
It's a massive fairing.
Yeah.
I told Jaret, it's one thing that I get really like, not frustrated, but I hate doing fairings.
It's tedious.
Especially on like a full fairing bike that's so, they put the
Advanced.
fasteners in such a weird spot, you know, you gotta like, and I have big hands, so it makes it just super difficult for me.
And you gotta remember where all of it goes.
Yeah, and the best part is I'm not even putting these fairings back on. That wasn't in my contract, so.
We'll just ride it. We're basically turning into a Street Fighter.
Guys, it's a Street Fighter.
Now we're doing a Street Fighter SP. Perfect. All right, there it is. After months in Fairingland, it has finally been removed.
Dude,
Is it heavy?
hold this piece of fairing.
Oh my gosh. Imagine this in carbon.
Dude, why is it so heavy?
Holy crap.
Here, I thought it was freaking Loctite, but it's
Foam.
carpet.
That's for sound deadening probably.
Yeah, that, and so it doesn't rattle.
Wow, that is crazy heavy. That's gotta be like,
let's pop
weigh
it
that.
on a scale.
Yeah.
I really want.
All right, it's kind of a weird piece to hold,
Yeah, you can't.
but do you think the weight's on there?
Yep.
3 pounds, about 6 ounces. Imagine that. That's just one piece of the fairing. It's almost
I mean, it's big.
3.5 pounds.
Look, they did the same thing. They epoxied the
Oh yeah.
pieces on, but feel it. It's kind of like, it's like it's not dry.
Uh.
Oh, damn it, Geppetto.
So we can. The cool thing is we can transfer these winglets over to the new fairings, so we can keep the SP winglets, which is cool. I think we're getting matte carbon, but obviously we're gonna do some sort of paint. So we'll probably have it finished in satin, is what I'm thinking. I like satin because matte, it looks really nice, but literally it's a fingerprint magnet. It's impossible to look at that, to keep clean. Look at all right. So first look at the bike with no fairings.
So Jaret and I were discussing this. I was like, Jaret, like radiator guards, really? And he's like, yeah. And then here we are.
Yeah.
The whole bike's apart, you know?
He's like, is that really enough for one video? I'm like, trust me, dude, it's gonna be a rabbit hole. Jaret knows. Hashtag Jaret knows. Talk to me, Goose.
All right, so here's the two
Predicament.
coolers, right?
Yeah.
Here's the plastic piece that's, we have to
In the way.
move this forward and slide the radiator guards over both of these coolers.
Mhm.
The not so fun part is this bracket here.
Ooh.
I took that off, and then there's a little 8mm nut here,
Mhm.
so we can kind of, you see how this is starting to move?
Yes.
We can move everything away. I'm hoping that we can just do one side and then slide the guards
That's
in there,
smart.
and then put everything back together
Yeah.
instead of ripping apart the entire freaking motorcycle.
Yeah.
However, I love seeing what's underneath the fairings and learning about the new design, even though theoretically
It's
took
pretty similar to the V4 panty.
the V4S. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty much the same.
But there are some differences.
They are.
Yeah.
This actually looks tighter in here.
Well, Dado, did you notice this?
Yes.
They cut a big hole out of the frame
Uh-huh.
to give it more flex, so it's not so rigid. And then they just put a little plastic piece here because people were
And not only
complaining.
that,
They were
but
complaining about the hole
But you
Look at that.
Get in here, hide your drugs, hide your kids.
Isn't that crazy? People are like, wait, what's wrong with my frame? And they're like, no, it's supposed to be that way.
Yeah, they cut it
Isn't that
off.
crazy? So this is the frame straight from the V4R. That's where they did that first. Isn't that crazy? For more flex and more feel.
I just love literally taking everything apart.
And looking at it.
Takes me back to my childhood where I just couldn't leave anything alone.
So this bolt, the nut is off, and then there's a bracket down here that's got to come off. And I told Jaret, go ahead and film because there's a pain in the bunghole. Theoretically speaking,
You're supposed to be able to pull it down.
yeah,
It's not moving at all.
Yeah, on this bike, nothing moves.
Jesus, crikeys.
Oh, let me take this off here.
God, there's so many pieces of hardware. It's ridiculous.
I may have to raise my lift again.
Oh yeah. All right, what do we got here?
Hey, sometimes the fan is loose, sometimes the radiator's loose.
Look at this.
But look, so let me get this back up off of it. There's like 17 points of contact, but this whole entire piece is not moving.
Yep.
And we can slide the, I don't know, we might have to cut this complete bracket off because it's pissing me off. Move everything aside like this, and slide the radiator guard through. There is some zip ties that we have to do. We have to put some foam along the side so it doesn't scratch things up, vibrate, and then everything has to be put. Look at these fasteners.
Yeah. We're getting quite a bit of hardware here. Fun times.
Do you like hardware or software better?
All right, look at that. So Dado was just gonna test fit it, and he squeezed it in there, and it just snapped into place, and it literally is sitting in there perfectly. So we're decided, you know what? Let's just leave it in there. We're gonna put everything back together. This whole plastic shroud goes all the way around it. There's things that sit there that keep it exactly where it is, and then when we do the first service, we'll check on it after a couple 100 miles, see how it looks.
Also, the bottom one, we may put the zip ties on, but
we'll see how it fits.
Yeah, we'll see how it clips in, because if it needs it, we're definitely going to put it on there. If not, where I'm not.
No, because it looks amazing right now.
It sits
the way
in
it's
there
sitting
so
in there.
tight, I think when everything's back together, I don't know who the poor soul is that has to put this back together, but it's going to be a nightmare.
All right, so starting reassembly, and I love how this looks, dude. The blocked out radiator guards always look so good. For some reason, Christina always loves this too. Okay. She spread her legs over there for some reason. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked here. Onlyfans.com/Christina Cleo. No, they just make the bike look complete. Pretty much the more silver you get rid of. For example, when we get the exhaust on and they're black, that's gonna look epic. I do love the aluminum, brushed aluminum tank. That I have no problems with being silver. That should be the only silver piece by the time we're done.
Hey, you wanna, since we don't keep anything out of our footage and everything is raw, look how funked up this is. The entire bushing completely fell out. So we're gonna have to take it all back out, put the bushing back in place, and then slide that back in. You see that?
Oh God, yeah. Great, that's fantastic.
All right.
So we did run into a slight issue down yonder. We had to pull the other side out to get this to fit flush in there. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but Dado's continuing to reassemble, and these are going nowhere, and they actually look really good. So I'm very happy with that fitment. And we're gonna just keep rocking and rolling, huh?
Everything basically besides the bearings. Now that's a lot of fasteners we gotta put back together. Probably like 20 until the bearings are back together.
Good God.
There's so much tedious stuff. Like, in order to move the lower cooler, you gotta disconnect it. Well, you gotta take the bracket off the bottom of the cooler to get this section out. Well, then this has to be disconnected up here and up here.
And up there.
Everywhere, yeah, and up here for the top bracket.
It's crazy, the engineering of this.
And when you put it together, it's not like just line up the holes and push it together.
No, it's a bitch.
Jaret pushing on one side. I'm over here with my sausage fingers.
Doing a rain dance
there, yeah.
to the
But,
Ducati gods.
Hey, it's back. I told Jaret he should ride it naked. Because really, there's no turn signals or anything on there.
I wouldn't mind, because it looks pretty cool right now. And we're gonna have to take those off to do the first service anyway. Actually, just a belly panel, I guess. So Dado brought a little snack down for us.
Sucker Punch pickles.
Oh, I like those.
Fresh smoked bacon.
Oh.
And Dado made smoked cheese.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do one of each.
Okay, put them together.
Boom, 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 boom.
Dude, it's fucking phenomenal.
Oh my god. No, it was perfect together. Dozer's up here barking. I want to know what you're barking at. What are you barking at? Huh? Look at him. He stands on his little stoop over here and he thinks he's the baddest man in the whole planet. Well, you're not, Dozy. You're old now. You're old. Look at him. So pet me more, Jaret. Pet me more, Uncle Jaret. Pet me more. Pet me more to dozing. You doing paperwork, bud? We're way behind down there. We need you. You've been sleeping and farting all day. You got nothing done. Look at him. Say hi to YouTube, Dozy. You're a YouTube star. Say hi. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. That's him saying pet me more. What a dick. Alright, so reassembly has begun. I actually partially helped install the
Cross-threaded shit.
lower left-hand side of the fairing. The radiator guards look awesome. They are quite a bit of work though. If you're gonna do them yourself, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd take it to a dealership and just have them do it during your first service. That's what I would say.
It sucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
by
a
the
pain
way, I
in the
wanted to
ass.
mention something on video, which I didn't tell you.
Oh.
I've gotten at least a half a dozen messages on Instagram begging me to troubleshoot their motorcycles, work on them. One guy said,
I delete those.
he's like, yeah, well, I'm a nice guy, sorry to play all, but
don't do that.
people want to bring me their bikes for service and stuff. I don't work on anybody's bikes.
Nope.
My personal stuff, the bike builds, and that's it. Like family, sometimes friends, periodically, but that's it. This is not my full-time job, so you know, I just wanted to kind of make that clear. I've been literally, it's like every day I open up my messages on Instagram, and it's like, Dotto, let me crate up my bike and send it to you from Florida. No,
sorry.
or like, you know, like just regular maintenance stuff. So I don't mind answering questions here and there, but I can't do service while
He's
I'm
a
here.
very busy man. Just from our stuff alone, we have 2 build series bikes that we film at least 2 to 3 episodes per week. I have my personal Lamborghini Diavolo that he's going to be doing a lot of work for. I have my dad's bike that he's got to put a whole exhaust system on. He has his own personal bikes, 2 or 3 of those. He works on our cars. He works on his cars, his family's cars, his bikes, his family's bikes, and some friend stuff. So yeah, the poor guy needs some time to himself. I know it looks like all fun and games on here, and for the most part we enjoy it, but it's a lot of work. Like, this is going to be at least probably 3 hours worth of work today, maybe a little bit more, because we dick off a little bit too much. But yeah, there's your PSA.
Moments later.
5 hours later, putting the final belly panel piece on. This piece up here is a literal nightmare, and I can't even imagine whenever we have full carbon to put that piece back in.
The carbon doesn't ever line up.
Oh my god, it's gonna be impossible. All right, so we got the bike put back together. When I say we, I mean Dotto. Christina, I pulled her out of her slumber to actually do something with her life. Yeah? Look at that view. Look at that view, guys.
This is gonna cost a lot, Jaret.
Gosh. Look at those jacked shoulders. Wow, look at that beak. Oh my gosh. Yeah, give us a shoulder flex. Back flex.
Okay, do you want me to flex or do you want me to clean, Jaret?
Both. I want both at the same
can't
time.
do both.
At the same damn time. It's a movie quote. No? Okay. So once we get this puppy cleaned off, we'll push it outside. Make sure it looks all good and nice and clean. I gotta take a thumbnail photo and then we'll be diggity done, but definitely looks really good. I'm sorry, it's kind of a boring mod, but it takes a long freaking time to do it. Yeah, dude, he just kept pulling bolts out. Like, it was ridiculous how many freaking bolts there were. That was the shittiest clean job I've ever seen.
What is this spray you gave me?
The best spray in the whole world that we've used for every build series since the dawn of existence.
What?
That apparently you're not. Okay, let's take a look at Jaret's side. I cleaned this side.
How perfect this is.
Look at that.
Just look at it.
Look at that. Okay? Look at that. Beautiful.
I don't think he used the same.
And let's take a look
No,
at
no, no,
Christina's
no, I
side.
don't
Look at
think-
this.
Where'd you get this spray
Look
from?
at this.
Because you walked over there and grabbed
The
something
exact. I got a blue thing that you're using, a wipe.
else. No, but then you
Look at
walked to the
this.
corner and
Okay,
picked that
watch
up.
this, guys. Watch
No.
this.
Watching you two argue.
Okay. Same exact spray that Christina was just using. Okay?
Okay.
What did you do over here? What
exactly
are you
what
doing?
you did.
No, you clearly did not.
I sprayed the cloth and then wiped.
Yeah, well, you didn't do it right. You know what it is? I know what it is. She has a vagina. I forgot about that. Sandwiches only. But you're supposed to be good at cleaning.
No,
too.
no, look at the smears. Oh, now you're going over it trying to make it more wet. You were
It's just
leaving
wet.
smears.
Jaret, you gotta blow on it. That's when the smears go away.
Is that when it goes away?
Look at that.
Look. How's that look? I need a cleaner too.
I don't know, it doesn't look that
Hold
great.
on.
There's
Give
some
it a
stuff
second.
here.
Just give it a second, I'm not done yet.
No.
You got the rear side?
Okay, you did a better job.
Yeah, I did.
You did a better job.
Which is weird.
But you also spent a lot longer than the time I was given.
It's called I work
It's good.
harder than
It's
you.
good to see you do something
I
around
look
here.
better and I work harder.
Okay.
People
Whoa.
don't see the editing and the
Whoa.
behind the scenes and the picking of all the parts. They just see Dotto wrenching.
What's going on over there, Grumpy Pants? Are you hungry?
No, because people always say that. Campisi Customs more like Dotto Customs. I'm like, dude, I do a lot of shit that nobody sees. But it is true. Dotto does a lot of, all the work.
2 halves make a whole. See? It works.
Dotto
Thing is,
made.
You need him
Thing
and he
is,
needs
I
you.
wrench, I make him food, you know, I massage his shoulders, all that.
He massages more than my shoulders.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I
Cut.
mean?
Cut.
All right, we'll put it in front of Dotto's collection of motorcycles. God, I miss my Lamborghini Diavolo. Look at that thing poking out back there. Should have the Termi exhaust for that thing very soon. But yeah, there you go. Radiator guards installed. They look phenomenal. It helps continue to black out the bike. I missed a bunch of stuff here. There's more sausage grease you can see out here. The dang freaking matte fairings are impossible to keep clean. It's ridiculous. Anywho, bike looks phenomenal. That is quite a bit of work to get the damn things installed. Thank you, Dotto. Appreciate it. No, it is, because you're protecting the radiators, which is a very important part of the bike, and we got those on with minimal miles. Yeah, exactly. So next I'm gonna put on a couple 100 miles, probably off camera, and then we will do the first service, then we will do stock dyno, then we get to put on the exhaust, which is gonna be freaking awesome. So don't forget, you guys can help support these series, be entered to win custom motorcycles, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.